Okay, here I have chopped up the pork butt and marinated overnight in the a little oil and the powdered chicken broth and granulated sugar. So that has been soaking overnight. Now here's the shiitake mushrooms, which has been soaking overnight also, first in hot water and then trying to keep it underneath. So this is all soaked now and all spongy, and we'll be cutting those into quarters as per the recipe. And this is 1 tube of fish maw, which I will break up and soak it in just cold water. Let it soak for about a half hour until it gets rehydrated, and break it up into little small pieces. And here are 3 large blossoms of white fungus, which we will soak in just regular cold water and make sure it's submerged until it's rehydrated, about 30 minutes. And then what you'll do is, this is the hard part here. The center here is the hard part. So what you'll do after it's soaked, you break those up, take that out because it's too hard to eat, and we'll just keep the blossom part of it once it's rehydrated. I'll show you that one. That's for about 3 blossoms. So after about 30 minutes of soaking, you have the fish maw that's like this, nice and soft, and then you'll have your 3 fungus all hydrated and gotten bigger. So what's going to happen now, you're going to cut the stems off of this and then pluck it out for like bite-sized pieces, and then you're going to cut the fish maw into bite-sized pieces also and get that ready to put into the soup. So that's your fish maw and your white fungus. Okay, I've added the correct amount of water and soup, brought it to a boil, and now I'm adding in the ingredients you're supposed to add, which is the cut up mushrooms, those that are cut up in quarters, and I'm adding also the lemon peel, and I'm also adding the dates. Here's the dates, and the big rock sugar that's going to go in here also. So all that is in there. We'll stir it around a bit, and then bring down the fire to simmer for 2.5 hours, and then we'll add the rest of the stuff. Okay, I'm videoing now. Okay, I've just added the pork into the mixture that I've boiled for 2.5 hours. I'm adding the pork, and I'm adding the fungus that's called for, and we're going to let that cook or boil for another 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and see how it looks. I've let it boil now for another 30 minutes after putting the fungus in, and now the last step here is to put in the fish maw, which is right there, and let it boil for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then it should be done. And there is the finished product. I didn't think there was enough broth, so I added another can of broth, and I added a little bit of salt just because I thought it was a little sweet. Maybe I had too big of rock sugar in there, but that's the finished product. The mushrooms were tasty and soft. The meat was cooked enough and everything, so there is Ivy's soup.